Shazam! Thanks for stopping by the old Llama Lounge. Y'all are going to carpet bomb this guy. Yesterday I showed you this comment. I'm a gun owner, but today I'm going to tell you what I responded. And instead of me doing a diatribe, I'm going to let you guys respond. Y'all did over on Instagram. I'm going to show you my favorite comments that came in. Y'all obliterated. Y'all carpet bombed this dude. And I found it terribly entertaining. Thanks for being here. Buckle up. Here we go. Today's episode is brought to you by you people. Thank y'all for everything. And a special shout out to the Patreon crew. Love y'all. It's $1. Throwing in $1 helps me out. We also donate to some really good causes. And this weekend, I'm going to be with y'all. I'm going to talk about some alien stuff over on Patreon, stuff that I'm really passionate about. Aliens over on, not illegal aliens, real aliens over on the Patreon. Thank you, people. Thanks for checking your subscription. All right. Over on the video 15 months ago, the Tim Kennedy video where I just said Tim Kennedy's a fraud, because he is. It's not really debatable at this point. Like he's anti-guns and he's pro anything. And we don't have to debate that. We've been through all of this. Johnny, he's done more for our country. Okay, just because you work for the Pentagon doesn't make you immune to criticism when you give thumbs up to red flag laws. He's working for a company right now that is 100% about red flag laws. It is a red flag law company, and he's the face of it unapologetically. He's a fraud. That's the way it is. I'd probably like him if I ever hung out with him. Been around him a little bit, but I'd probably like him. He's probably a cool dude. But in this area, he's a fraud. Dak.40 says this as a response to that video. I'm a gun owner, but I don't think an 18-year-old kid needs a rifle. Well, he's not a kid, Dak40. He's an adult. If he has to pay bleeping taxes, if he has to register for selective service, and he has to go to war to fight a proxy war for oil for the cartel of the United States, he's not a kid. Don't call him an adult in some ways and a kid in another. Can he buy cigarettes? Nope. This country's messed up. I don't think an 18-year-old kid needs a rifle. Would love to hear an argument against this, since this makes me a Second Amendment fraud, I guess. My response: you're a boot-licking commie who would trade freedom for tyranny, all while trusting your government to be your mommy. Oh, please, government, take care of me. Yep, you're a boot-licking communist. Big time. But don't take it from me. I threw this onto social media, and here is what you guys said. It's coming. It's coming. Here's what y'all said. MS Holt 02 said, I really wish you wouldn't, hey Johnny, it was a response to me. I really wish you wouldn't sugarcoat your responses. Hard to pick up on the point you're trying to get across. He's a bootlicking commie. Next. Couple celebs in here. Tactical Considerations Mike, what's up, buddy? And Black Diamond Guns and Gear Josh. Both said, one said yes he is. And Josh says, exactly. Yep, thanks guys. Pinkest Rob, also in here. He's got a blue check mark. He says this. What's the magic about 18? I know 40-year-olds who aren't mature enough for me to trust them with a gun. Yeah, Rob and I are buddies. It's a challenge. My mom has passed. Love my mom. But I can remember when she got her concealed carry permit, I was like, makes me nervous. Her fumbling around in her purse with a revolver in there. I don't know if she ever carried. I don't think she ever did. But holy smokes, if you were to tell me that my mom had a gun in that purse, it's dangerous. It is dangerous. So I get it. That's a tough thing. There's 40-year-olds that I don't trust. However, how do we set the bar of where we trust people? Do we do a cognitive test? Maybe. Do we do a skills test? Maybe. Mental health? Maybe. Background check? Maybe. Maybe a combination of those four. But somewhere we have to do a metric of where we set the bar of who's a yes and who's a no. And who gets to set that bar? Who gets to set the bar? For me, the question is who gets to set the bar? Cognitive, skills, background, mental health, all of this. If the person, the individual, or the corporation, or the entity or organization that gets to set that bar is the government, related to the government, overseen by the government, affiliated with the government in any way, I'm out. I will take dangerous freedom over safe tyranny any day. Sign me up. Sign me up for the danger. I will take my mom fumbling around in her purse for a Trident, for Trident gum, or fumbling around in her purse for a tissue, or fumbling around in her purse for a pen, always looking for a pen, and squeezing off a few rounds, just a few rounds into the drywall. I'll take that over tyranny any day. The government doesn't get to sit that level. And that's for me. I know it's a challenging thing, and Rob does bring up an interesting point. All right, Todd says this. At what age does the government begin to steal wages through taxes? That seems like a good place to start. If you can't carry a gun, you don't have to pay taxes. Oh, I like it. John says, my first rifle was an M16A1. I was 17 years old. So yes, an 18-year-old should have a rifle. These kids, man, they go overseas at 18. They join the Army at 18, Marines, whatever. Join at 18, they get married. If they're going overseas, they get married because of the money situation, and they come home for a weekend or come home after a tour. They're 19. They have a bride. Can they protect her? No, not according to bootlicking walnuts. Nick says, why would Tim Kennedy say this? True. That does sound like a Tim Kennedy statement. The 12th C says it's not a question of need, it's a right to keep political tyrants in line, a right to self-protection against armed criminals, a right to put food on the table through ethical harvesting of game year-round, regardless of bag limits, a right to teach the next generation how to be self-sufficient. A right is not about needs. Preach, brother, preach. I like it. Cats fan says lifetime NRA member. Type that. DAC.40, lifetime NRA member. Probably. VKKV says, snake in the grass, clown, belt feds from vending machines. Yes, we should have. People ask me, where do I set the bar of tyranny? I don't think individuals should own intercontinental ballistic missiles. I don't think individuals should be able to take out countries in other continents or entire cities. Anything that would wipe out a city, maybe not for an individual. Maybe they shouldn't be built at all. That's a whole ethical discussion. But belt feds and vending machines, yeah, go to Walmart and buy a belt fed. No problem from me. I'm with you. Craig says, I'm a gun owner, but I think I should be a full auto gun owner. Tip of my hat to you, Craig. Xanadu says this, I think he's speaking to me here. You are a complete liberal fraud. I think we should raise the voting age to 25, maybe give your brain time to grow into an adult. Woof! You raise the voting age to 25. You better vote. You better raise all the ages to 25. Don't have to go to war. Don't have to register for selective service. Are you an adult or are you not? Nothing magical happens at the age of 18 except for registering for selective service and having to go to the military or the potential of a draft, but not a draft beer. See what I did there? And finally, Sanctus Labras says this. I love it. This is my favorite comment to this Nimrod, DAC.40. Sanctus says this, slaves aren't allowed to own weapons. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I agree with you, brother, and to all the bootlicking commies out there, go sit in the corner and think about what you did. I'll see you tomorrow on Spicy Friday.
This gun fits my hand better than this one does.
Diabetes.